ఆయన ఒక డైరెక్టర్, ప్రొడ్యూసర్, రైటర్, లవ్ స్టోరీస్ తీయడంలో ఎక్స్పర్ట్. ఇప్పటికే మీకు అర్థమైపోయి ఉంటుంది. మనతో పాటు గౌతమ్ మీనన్ గారు ఉన్నారు. ఇప్పుడు లేటెస్ట్గా కొరియర్ బాయ్ కళ్యాణ్ మూవీతో మనందరి ముందుకి రాబోతున్నారు. అసలు ఆ మూవీ విశేషాలు ఏంటో ఆయన మాటల్లోనే అడిగి తెలుసుకుందాం. హలో గౌతమ్ గారు, హౌ యూ డూయింగ్? సో ఇప్పుడు కొరియర్ బాయ్ కళ్యాణ్ అంటున్నారు. సో మూవీ ఎలా ఉండబోతుంది అంటే ఇప్పటి వరకు మీరు తీసిన మూవీస్ అన్నీ డైరెక్షన్ చేశారు, కానీ దీంట్లో ప్రొడ్యూసర్గా. సో ఇందులో మీ టేస్ట్, మీ ఫ్లేవర్ కనిపిస్తుందా?
As an audience, I liked how he narrated the script, and I saw a film in front of me and I thought I must produce this film. Also, he came to me asking me to produce the film. So, and I said yes immediately. There's a Tamil version also. Having said that, there is a very sweet love story in this film. It might not be like how I might have, played it, but it's a little, it works well with Nithin's screen presence, and Yami's also done really well. It's a very innocent sort of one love story where this boy is after this girl and how he tries to woo her and stuff like that. And then it shifts into an action zone. So more than, like I said, my flavor or anything, as an audience, I thought, I would like to see this film in the theatre.
సో మీ లవ్ స్టోరీస్ అంటే డిఫరెంట్గా ఉంటాయి కదా. సో ఈ మూవీలో మీరు జస్ట్ ప్రొడ్యూసర్గానే మీ డ్యూటీ చేశారా, లేకపోతే స్టోరీలో ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవ్వడం, లేకపోతే డైరెక్షన్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవ్వడం అలాంటివి ఏమైనా చేశారు?
No, he came to me with a full script and he's filmed it just like the way he narrated the story. And being a filmmaker myself, I wouldn't like a producer telling me once he's heard the script, what to do and how to direct or how to and so I wouldn't like to make any changes. I like what I heard. My contribution has been from the post-production stages, like from the time we edited the film. I've been sitting with the director and the team on the edit, the final length of the film. I decided to bring in Sandeep Chowta to do the background score for the film, and the post-production campaign as such. So I limited my involvement to that much.
సో అసలు కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏంటి? ట్రైలర్స్ చూస్తే అర్థమవుతుంది, స్వీట్ లవ్ స్టోరీ, దాని తర్వాత కొంచెం యాక్షన్ అని. బట్ వాట్స్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్?
I mean, it's from the trailer, as much as you can understand from the trailers, as much I can tell you right now. Prem will be very angry if I say more. Just like any other filmmaker, he's also very thing about a lot of his visuals going out before the release, and he doesn't like that. But see, it's a take on life where you want to do something, but you get into something beyond your wishes. Like you get into something only because of something. So in this film, because of this girl, he gets into this profession, and then what happens? Is it a good decision or not? And because of that decision to become a courier boy, what happens to him, sort of thing. Saying this much, I'm sure Prem is going to call me and say, why did you reveal so much?
సో ఇప్పటి వరకు మీరు తీసిన లవ్ స్టోరీస్ చాలా స్వీట్గా ఉంటాయి, అందరికీ టచ్ అవుతాయి. అంటే ప్రతి ఒక్కరి లైఫ్లో ఉంటాయి అలాంటి లవ్ స్టోరీస్. సో చాలామంది అంటారు, మీ లైఫ్లో ఇన్ని లవ్ స్టోరీస్ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి మీకు ఇన్ని డిఫరెంట్ పాయింట్స్ ఇంత డిఫరెంట్గా చూపిస్తున్నారు. సో హౌ ఫార్
I should be a Casanova to have so many love stories in my life. No, everything is not from life. Yeah, some are inspired by what happened in my life or somebody else's life. I read a lot. I talk to people and my friends. There's a circle. So I am inspired by what is happening around me. And then even if it's not actually happened, I put myself in that place. But what I try to do is try and get a sense of reality. You should identify, like how you just mentioned, you should identify with what is happening on screen. You should feel that this has happened to me. Oh my God, that's happened to my friend. I mean, that is what I strive to achieve. And I think that's why people find the love story connect better.
సో ఈ మూవీకి మీరు ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేశారు, అండ్ ఇందులో మీ ట్యాగ్ కూడా ఉంది ఈ మూవీకి. సో ఆడియన్స్ ఆబ్వియస్లీ మిమ్మల్ని చూసే మ్యాక్సిమం ఎక్కువ మంది వస్తారు, ప్రేమ్ కంటే కూడా. సో మీరు ఎంత కాన్ఫిడెంట్గా ఉన్నారు ఈ మూవీ మీద?
No, I'm very more than being confident. This is the kind of film that I would like to watch in the theatre, beyond names and everything. Obviously, names are important, trailer is important. People should know that a film like this is coming. So we've done all that. But beyond that, it's going to come at a time when not many other films are going to be releasing also. So it's going to be, I'm hoping 2 weeks of just Courier Boy Kalyan in the theatres, and it's a feel-good film. I mean, like I said, and I'm repeating again and again, it's a feel-good film in the first half, and then it gets into one interestingly different thriller zone in the second half.
సో కొరియర్ బాయ్ కళ్యాణ్ మూవీ ఎప్పుడో విన్నాం కదా, సో ఇంత డిలే అవ్వడానికి రీజన్ ఏంటి?
No particular reason as such. I think started with lots of enthusiasm and we never let that go throughout. I think with every producer or person who's funding a film, there's always some issue with funding at some point. There's also a Tamil film that is made as a bilingual along with this film, so we just wanted to make sure both the films come out at the same time and release at the same time. So no particular reason as such. I think we lost our way a little bit and we've come back on track.
సో ఎటో వెళ్ళిపోయింది మనసు తర్వాత చాలా గ్యాప్ తీసుకున్నారు కదా డైరెక్ట్ తెలుగు ఫిలింకి. సో వాట్స్ ద రీజన్ బిహైండ్ ఇట్?
Well, I made one film after that, Enne Arindal in Tamil. It was also dubbed in Telugu. But right now I'm about 60% into a Telugu film with Naga Chaitanya. It's called...
ఆల్రెడీ ట్రైలర్ కూడా రిలీజ్ అయింది, చాలా బాగుంది ట్రైలర్. సో దాని గురించి కూడా ఏమన్నా?
Yeah, it's again it's got music by A.R. Rahman, which I think is the most important thing, and it's an opportunity for me to work with Naga Chaitanya again. I really like Naga Chaitanya, and I think we vibe really well. After Yemaya Chesave, it's an interesting combination again. It's got nothing to do with the earlier film. This is a fresh take on again a youngster's life, and the whole film is about when a tough situation comes your way, are you ready to handle it or not? So it's again a love story, but at some point it drifts into an action film. So I'm actually balancing both the genres in this film.
యా, టైటిల్ చూస్తేనే అర్థమవుతుంది, సమ్ ఇన్స్పిరేషనల్ స్టోరీ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ అని చెప్పేసి. సో కమింగ్ టు కొరియర్ బాయ్ కళ్యాణ్, ఇంకా ప్రేమ్ మీ దగ్గరే వర్క్ చేశాడు, మీ శిష్యుడు కదా. సో అసలు తన డైరెక్షన్ అంటే తను వర్క్ చెప్పినప్పుడు, మీకు స్క్రిప్ట్ చెప్పినప్పుడు కానీ అవుట్పుట్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత మీరు చూశారు కదా, సో ఎలా వచ్చింది అసలు?
Just a small correction, he didn't work with me, he's Prabhudeva sir's associate actually. He's worked on a lot of films with Prabhudeva sir, and I know him as an actor. He's actually acted in television and lots of films and all. I met him through somebody and he came straight to narrate the subject to me. And we, all of us, my partners, the whole team listened to the story. We really liked the narration. And I can't call him a first film director. So much of confidence, and his short division was intact. He came with a full bound script right up to the last moment of the film. So I liked all that. It's something which I haven't been able to do actually. So and he handled the entire production along with my team also. He was very sure of what he wanted. And from what he narrated to what I see on screen is just the same. Maybe for length and in the flow of the film on the editing table we might lose a couple of moments, but otherwise it's pretty much what he narrated. It's exactly the film that he's made.
సో మీ లవ్ స్టోరీస్లో ఇప్పుడు సమంత నాగ చైతన్యాన్ని తీసుకున్నా, లేకపోతే నాని సమంతని తీసుకున్నా, చాలా మంచి డిఫరెంట్ కెమిస్ట్రీ ఉంటుంది, జనాలు కూడా బాగా కనెక్ట్ అయిపోతారు. సో ఈ మూవీలో నితిన్ అండ్ యమి కెమిస్ట్రీ ఎలా ఉంటుంది అసలు?
No, like I said, it's a sweet love story. It's about this guy trying to woo this girl and what all he does. And there's a little, I wouldn't call it suspense as such, but there is a suspense element about whether this love will materialize or whether she'll accept his love. And the director has narrated that in a very funny, humorous and at the same time full of love sort of a way. And there are two songs that take their love story forward. She plays a very simple girl who works in a khadi store kind of a thing. And how he goes to meet her every day and what happens is the love story content. But in the middle of this, obviously something happens to him which enters into a dangerous territory, and how he handles that. So she's done really well. She's been very busy also while we were doing this film. In fact, we had to wait a lot to get her dates, now and then. But she's been very supportive. And
సో మీరు లవ్ స్టోరీస్ తీయడంలో ఎక్స్పర్ట్ అయ్యారు, సో ఓన్లీ ఆ జోనర్లోనే వెళ్తారా? యూ వాంట్ చేంజ్?
No, I don't. Nobody's an expert on anything. It's just that you make love stories which you think will work. I mean, I obviously write because I like to write a love story, and I take it forward without worrying about whether the film will work or how it will work. I write it and I make it. Once the film is made, before it releases, I get very nervous, wondering whether the film will work or not. So I wouldn't say I'm an expert on this or an expert on that, but I like to handle a good love story, and I'm very comfortable doing an action film also. So I'd like to dabble in both these genres more than anything else. I think I have a good sense of humor, so maybe next time I'll try a good comedy film also.
ఓకే, సో ఇప్పటికే ఈ మూవీలో సాంగ్స్ కూడా బాగున్నాయి అంటున్నారు, ఎస్పెషలీ 2 సాంగ్స్ చాలా బాగున్నాయి. సో మీ మూవీస్లో ఎక్కువగా మ్యూజిక్ కూడా మీరు చాలా ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఇస్తారు, అండ్ మీరు ఎలాంటి పర్సనల్ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ తీసుకున్నారు? దీనికి 3 మ్యూజిక్ డైరెక్టర్స్ వర్క్ చేశారు కదా,
Actually Karthik is the music director of the film. I suggested that we get Karthik on board. Karthik is a good friend and he's a beautiful singer, I must say. You know, people love his voice and lots of songs he's sung. So when Prem narrated the subject to me, I decided also to be in sort of control of the music. You know, I decided to get Karthik on board, and every time Prem and Karthik compose a tune, immediately they'll send it to me. And there are many times when I discussed with Prem and said this tune will definitely work, and this is the kind of lyrics that we should have and stuff like in Bangaram. We've kept a Hindi lyric in the song, and I insisted that the Hindi lyric should be there because it sounds really nice. When he composed, there was a Hindi lyric as he composed the song. So I've been completely involved with the music. It was my call to get Baba Sehgal to sing. You know, there's a song in the film which Baba Sehgal has sung once, and then Nithin suggested that we get Anup to do one song with a lot more Telugu flavor in it. So I said okay, and then we brought Anup to do that Valu Kalapilla song. That's also come out really well. And then the call to get Sandeep Chowta to do the background score was my call again, because I just thought this film needed one extra little touch from somebody who's senior and has done a lot of work. So I worked extensively on the music, and I think the music is doing really well also.
మీకు టాలీవుడ్లో కూడా అందరు హీరోస్ తెలిసే ఉంటారు. నాగ చైతన్య నాని కాకుండా మీరు ఒక మంచి ఫ్రెష్ లవ్ స్టోరీ తీస్తే ఎవరైతే బెటర్ అనుకుంటారు?
Now I want to make a film with Ram Charan next, hopefully. Yeah, a nice love story with lots of action in it. I mean, he's the kind of hero who will be able to pull off you know, good love story and serious intense action. So I am hoping that we'll get to do a film very soon.
ఓకే, సో రామ్ చరణ్ ఆపోజిట్ ఎవరు ఉంటే బాగుంటుంది?
I don't know. I think all the girls today are very nice and they're ready to do a lot of good work, more than looking at the glamour aspect of you know, the films. They all want interesting roles.
ఓకే, దాట్స్ నైస్. సో కొరియర్ బాయ్ కళ్యాణ్లో మీరు చెప్పారు ఆల్రెడీ లవ్ స్టోరీ, యాక్షన్ ఇవన్నీ ఉంటాయని. సో ఫ్యామిలీ ఆడియన్స్ ఎంజాయ్ చేయడానికి ఇంకేం ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు మూవీ నుంచి?
No, see, it's a clean film more than anything else, and I think families will come to watch. More importantly for me, it's Nithin's presence that carries the film. He's really good in the film, and there's one innocence about the way he goes about the love story, and then when it gets intense, he is intense also. For me, I've seen a couple of Nithin films from before, but every time I've interacted with him, I've really liked him and I wanted to do something with him also. In fact, we almost came together to do a film, you know, me and Nithin, and now he's gotten a little busy again, so hopefully I will do a film with him very soon. But for Nithin's presence, this film, you know, will definitely work, and the audience can just come expecting Nithin in a decent, clean, feel-good entertainer kind of film.
సో గౌతమ్ మీనన్ మూవీస్ అంటే హీరోయిన్స్ని చాలా బాగా చూపిస్తడమే కాకుండా వాళ్ళ ఎమోషన్స్ కానీ వాటిని చాలా ఎక్కువ పోర్ట్రేట్ చేస్తారు కదా. సో ఈ మూవీలో ఎలా అంటే ఎక్కువ ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఇస్తారు మీరు అమ్మాయిలకి కంపేరిటివ్లీ అదర్ డైరెక్టర్స్. సో ఈ మూవీలో ఈ అమ్మాయి క్యారెక్టర్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది అమ్మిది?
It's in the same lines as like I said, it's a clean, decent film, and she's been portrayed as a very you know, nice girl, and her clothes, and there's absolutely no unnecessary glamour and any exposing that's done at all. You know, Prem has handled her really well, and she looks nice and fresh and very elegant in the film.
పర్సనల్గా మీరు ఎలాంటి మూవీస్ చూస్తారు ఎక్కువగా? అంటే ఏ లాంగ్వేజ్వి చూస్తారు?
I
ఏ
think
జోనర్ మూవీస్?
the kind of films that I make are the kind of films that I'd like to see on screen. But I like a good love story and a good action film. So I get completely mesmerized by very good action sequences on screen, and I get completely moved by emotional films and love stories. Something that connects with reality, you know, something that I can identify with. Like I have to transport myself into being that character, and if I think this can happen to me, then those kind of movies completely, you know, touch me and move me.
సో ఇప్పుడు రీసెంట్ టైమ్స్లో వస్తున్న మూవీస్లో యాక్షన్కి కూడా సపరేట్ సీక్వెన్స్, స్పెషల్ స్టన్స్ అవన్నీ పెడుతున్నారు కదా. సో మీరు చెప్పారు ఇందులో యాక్షన్ కూడా మేజర్ రోల్ అని. సో దీంట్లో ఎలాంటి యాక్షన్ సీక్వెన్సెస్ ఉంటాయి?
It's completely designed by Prem. Like I said, when he narrated to me, he had a description of what the action will be in the film. There's a bike chase and there's a highway chase, and the climax happens in a certain place, and exactly how he described it is filmed it. You see, it's not an action film per se. It's meant to evoke a certain thrilling element in you when you're watching the film, and that he has done. So he's kept you at somewhere at the edge of the seat, you know, towards the second half of the film, in what will happen to the hero, and is he able to do what he wants to do, sort of thing. So it's action contained within that, and it's pretty interestingly shot.
సో రీసెంట్ టైమ్స్లో చాలా మూవీస్ షూటింగ్ కంప్లీట్ అయిన తర్వాత కూడా కొంచెం డిలే అయ్యాయి కదా, సో అలా డిలే అవ్వడం వల్ల కొన్నిటికి మిక్స్డ్ టాక్ వచ్చిందనమాట. సో అది మీకు ఎఫెక్ట్ అవుతుంది అని మీకు ఎప్పుడైనా అనిపించిందా?
No. And in this case, I mean, nothing. The work is still going on. We've just released the audio, and the songs are doing well. So till the film is out, whatever talk is what the industry puts out, and one really doesn't care about that. It's finally for us to reach the film to the audience, for which, like you said, the names and the kind of promotion that we do is important. So in this case, we have some good names on board, and then the audio is done really well. It's doing well. Even today when I went somewhere, somebody looked at me and said, "Sir, the Courier Boy Kalyan audio is very good, songs are very good." So those things, definitely make a difference to people coming to the theatres to watch the film. If we give it the right time of release, and hopefully there's no other movie at that time, and I'm saying in 10 to 15 days, the film will have a decent run, and that's more than enough actually.
Okay, so మీ మూవీస్ తమిళనాడులో ఎంత ఫేమస్ ఇక్కడ కూడా అంతే పాపులర్. సో tell us about your association with Tollywood and Hyderabad.
I'm hoping to make the films more popular here actually. Finally, it's not about popularity, it's about making the kind of films that you want to make with good people. And I know how intense the actors are here. I've always, like my first experience was with Venkatesh Garu, and such a committed actor. I met Garshana, was my first Telugu film. I really enjoyed that experience because he was so with us and so involved, even though it was a remake of Kaka Kaka, which Surya did. Yeah, so my first experience was very pleasant, and he's a producer, he's from a producer's family also, so he completely knows what filmmaking is all about. So I had a great time working on that project.
మీరు ఎక్కువగా లవ్ స్టోరీస్ తీస్తారు కదా, సో అసలు ఆ జోనర్కి వెళ్ళడానికి మీకేమైనా ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ ఉందా?
Inspiration as such, anything can inspire you. For me, I read a lot, I watch a lot of films, I travel a lot, and then there are lots of stories from your own life that you can take, and from the lives of people you know. So anything can be an inspiration. Any spark can be set off by something that you see or people that you meet. Even while traveling on a train, you meet somebody, and obviously something can set off. So the film that I'm making with Naga Chaitanya now is inspired by one line from the book Godfather. So you never know when those sparks will come up. You just have to be ready to tap them. That's all.
సో ఈ రోజుల్లో ఫ్యాన్స్తో కానీ ఫ్రెండ్స్తో కమ్యూనికేట్ అవ్వే ఈజీ వే ట్విట్టర్ కానీ ఫేస్బుక్ కానీ, సో మీరు ఎంత యాక్టివ్గా ఉంటారు అసలు ఫ్యాన్స్తో కనెక్ట్ అవ్వడానికి, కమ్యూనికేట్ అవ్వడానికి?
It's not about connecting with fans, it's more about, like I use the platform to sort of promote the film. I don't generally say, okay, I'm eating here or I'm traveling there and I met somebody. I don't normally say things like that. I use the medium to promote my work or put the trailer out or tell them about how the trailer is going to come out or the film is coming out and stuff like that.
సో కొరియర్ బాయ్ కళ్యాణ్ మూవీ ఎక్కడెక్కడ షూట్ చేశారు, అంటే ఓన్లీ ఇండియాలోనా లేకపోతే అబ్రాడ్లో కూడా షూట్ చేశారా సాంగ్స్ అలాంటివి?
Yeah, we've shot abroad. That is actually a suspense part of the film, so we've shot abroad, and then we've shot across Chennai and Hyderabad extensively.
సో ఇది తమిళ్లో కూడా రిలీజ్ అవుతుందా మూవీ?
Yeah.
ఏమైనా చేంజెస్ చేశారా ఇక్కడ తెలుగుకి తమిళ్కి నేటివిటీకి తగ్గట్టు?
The Tamil has a little more comedy in the film, I think, because there is Santanam, who's a very popular comedian, and now he's also a hero. So we have some extra moments with Santanam, and these are moments that Prem narrated to me while he narrated the script itself. In Telugu, we've given a lot more focus for love. I think there are a couple of love moments that are extra in the Telugu version because of Nithin's image. And I think the director has balanced that really well.
సో పర్సనల్గా మీకు ఎవరైనా ఫేవరెట్ యాక్టర్స్ కానీ యాక్ట్రెస్ కానీ ఉన్నారా?
I think I'm still a big time Kamal sir fan. I'm not able to move out from that, and
అంటే ఇప్పుడు ప్రెజెంట్ జనరేషన్లో ఎవరైనా?
The present generation, I like a lot of people. I'm not a fan of anybody as such. Like I said, I want to work with everybody, and the bigger the actors, the better money you get to spend for the film, and more people get to watch your film. But I'm a big fan of Kamal sir and Sridevi still.
సో ఏం మాయ చేసావే మూవీ తర్వాత మళ్ళీ ఆ టైప్ ఆఫ్ మూవీ కోసం అందరూ ఎదురు చూస్తున్నారు కదా, సో ఎప్పుడు ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు దట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ మూవీ?
Sahasam Swasaga Sagipo will have small elements of Emaya Chesave in the first half. It is a friendship/love story. It's also a road trip movie, and then it gets into an action zone which Emaya Chesave wasn't. So it's a next step from Emaya Chesave.
ఫైనల్గా అసలు కొరియర్ బాయ్ కళ్యాణ్ మూవీ గురించి ఏం చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నారు ఆడియన్స్కి?
I think like I've already said, I mean, how many times you ask me, it's the same. It's a feel-good film, entertainer. The crowd will love it for Nithin mainly, and for the way Prem has taken the screenplay forward. There are lots of fun moments in the film, a very sweet love story, and then the thriller element comes in. So, and it's a new area that he's touched upon. I haven't seen that in any film before that. The new idea that he's touched upon in this film. If people like it, I'm sure the film will work.
ఓకే, సో ఒకేసారి ఇక్కడ తమిళనాడులో రిలీజ్ చేస్తున్నారా? అండ్ ఓవర్సీస్లో కూడా ఇప్పుడు మూవీస్ అన్నీ మంచిగా వెళ్తున్నాయి కదా, సో ఐ యూ ప్లానింగ్ ఫర్ దాట్ ఆల్సో?
Yes, yeah. In fact, we've got lots of inquiries, and Nithin's films have done well, so it's been easy. It's not been difficult at all. I'm very happy to be behind a film like this because it's got Nithin on board, and things have been very easy for us actually. Yeah.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ గౌతమ్ మీనన్ గారు, అండ్ విష్ యూ ఆల్ ది బెస్ట్. మీరు ఇంకా చాలా లవ్ స్టోరీస్ తీసి మా అందరినీ ఎంటర్టైన్ చేయాలని మేము కోరుకుంటున్నాము. సో ఇది గౌతమ్ మీనన్ గారితో స్పెషల్ చిట్ చాట్. కీప్ వాచింగ్ V6 News.